run it back, run it back. About to snap, take a photograph. Run it back, make it to the runs. Run it back when I told it right. I'll be back, make another back. Ultra fast. I ain't with the boat to dash. Run it back, I'm running back. Face back with the shoulder pads.
Run it back, watch your back. You think I want it cream, but I like it black. Bobby act and run it back. You see how I act, nothing I lack. Feeling like a fatal heart attack. I'd die for that. I don't stress about it. I think less without it. I'ma cut out anything that's in my psyche. Feeling myself high key. Running back, let me have it back. I'ma cut out anything that's in my psyche. Feeling myself high key.
Yes, like that, like that, like that. Solo might be right back, right back, right back. Oh yes, like that, like that, like that. I told her I might be right back, right back, right back.
Run it back. Told him put the money in the bag. Double that. Run it back. Told him put the money in the bag. Double that. Double that.
Run it back, run it back.
Run it back. Run it back. Run it back. Run it back. Run it back. Run it back.
Run it back, 100 stack. In the truck with his fire tag. Punch the gas, running to the future. Past, I'm done with that. But if I need to, then I'm coming back. Yeah, that's a fact.
BA Sports coverage of the National Football League is in uptown Charlotte, North Carolina at Bank of America Stadium. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap, as it'll be the Dallas Cowboys taking on the Carolina Panthers. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. First play, and Young is going to throw it. Open man right side is Sharp. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. A good start. One play, 10 yards.
Well, this defense certainly knows they're going to have their hands full trying to slow down this passing game. Here's an example on the very first play from scrimmage. I think we'll see some different looks, maybe some pressure from different places, but it didn't work there, and it's a quick first down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Miles Sanders, first carry of the game. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 11 yards and a Panther first down. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on first down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they've got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
Right back to Sanders on first down. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. This drive starts with 2 steps forward and now 1 back. A pair of first downs, and here a loss of yardage. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss.
Ready?
Young to throw it. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
As we both know, there's a lot that went into why they made him their first-round pick this year. And part of it was what they saw in college, his playmaking ability when things break down. As soon as he saw he wasn't getting a lane to throw, he pivoted and found an alternate way to the marker.
Ready?
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down. The Panthers at 7-2 here on the year. They were losers last time out, but winners of 7 of 9 prior to that.
And the key for them, as I see it, tightening things up on defense, because the offense did its part. They played well, but defensively, way too many lapses and big plays allowed. That ultimately doomed them in their last ball game.
And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown, Carolina. Miles Sanders hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Panthers are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And he won't quite make it to the 25. So the drive's going to start with Pollard, and he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's second down. But you look at this defense. They come into this one down at the 27th position in the league, Charles, against the run.
One thing you do know, they'll be fired up because they're facing a top 5 rushing attack. And even if they have early success against them, they got to remember they got to sustain it, because teams that are top 5, they don't stop running the ball if they don't get things done early.
Dobbs now on second down. And a quick throw here that's complete. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. They'll wind up losing a couple yards here on the play. And that brings up third and a full 10 yards. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
60 average, 60 average, driving 60.
Dobbs is throwing. And this is dropped. Oh, boy. A chance for a big play early, but he could not secure it.
And that is not what you expect from a receiver of his caliber. Sometimes you get a little ahead of yourself, you don't look it in, and all of a sudden it's on the ground. A surprise to all.
On fourth down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. Back deep, Damiere Byrd. This is fielded at the 27. A 7-yard return following a punt of 45 yards. And the Panthers will take over now, first and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And, Charles, you look at these two teams, these are those kind of litmus test games in the second half of the season that if you're a coach or player, you can either really look forward to them or really dread them, depending on your point of view.
And if you're dreading them, you're not going to go very far in the playoffs. You need to look forward to these kind of games, because here we've got two division leaders, both real contenders for the NFC title. And you're right, you love having easy games on your schedule, but you need some games like this to toughen you up a bit and ensure that you're ready for the shock of playoff football.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a first and 20. Young now. Throw left side complete. That's Sanders. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. Well, this defense for the Cowboys, they were very good in the win over Dallas a week ago.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number? 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
Escaping the pressure right. Oh, what was he thinking there? It's easily intercepted. Picked off by Kelvin Joseph.
A feather in the cap for the defender, picking off one of the league's better quarterbacks so far this season, and add another feather in the cap for the coaches, too. Excellent game plan, and they had their guys aware of his ability to roll out and how to defend against it.
Cougar 19.
Lamb will go in motion. Quickly to the outside. That's caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Cowboys. CD Lamb, 43 yards. And the Cowboys are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Had the option to hand that one off or run it himself, but instead, a really easy, quick pass.
I like the way they made a decisive decision and got it right to the receiver. One move later, he's in the end zone.
Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Bird will not bring this out, and the drive will begin at the 25.
Ready.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. And he slings one that's incomplete. You look at this Cowboy defense. In that win last week over the Giants, they were very good.
One thing you always look for when you're evaluating a defense, how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get? How about last week's game? The number was 6. Phenomenal performance.
Let's go.
Young's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Ready.
He'll look to throw. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And they're able to get this one across the 35. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a 1st down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
On the counter now, it's Sanders. Pushing his way through. Shedding the tackle, and it gives him some room. Inside the 10. And he will take it across for Panthers touchdown. Miles Sanders with touchdown number 2 in the game, and now 11 on the year. And the Panthers have taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this 1st quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Kevontae Turpin now from his end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Now it's 2nd and 10. Gonna run again here with Pollard. And he'll get this past the 20 as he gets about 4. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Here's 3rd and 6. Lamb will go in motion. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panthers sack. And that'll bring up 4th down on the big sack with a loss of 5.
Oh, my goodness. Was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Oh, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
I hope everybody can hear my smile on that play.
On the return, it's Bird. It's a 45-yard punt, then 8 on the return. And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
Here we go, set. Cut.
Off the play fake, Young. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
Let's go now.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
He'll take this all the way up to midfield. Nice pickup, 10 yards and a first down on the keeper.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
Ready!
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they followed him up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
Ready!
Ball placed at the 45 for 2nd and 5.
Go!
Here's Pollard again. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority, because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3.
Drop 60, drop 60. Cut 19, cut 19.
Here's Dobbs to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up.
Let's go.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Ready?
They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Here's a 2nd and 8. Pollard, he'll take it up the gut. Down the left sideline. Touchdown, Cowboys. Tony Pollard, his 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from drawing level. Well, they've done a pretty good job keeping him in check to that point, but he finally breaks off a nice run here and gets into the end zone.
And it just takes one, doesn't it, partner? That can undo a lot of good work that a defense has done to that point. You break off one right there, and everything suddenly looks bad for you.
Extra point right down the middle, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Down.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They start from scratch here, so to speak. 14 all following the interception last time that led to a score. Well, they've got it 1st and 10. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Throwing, Young. Flushed out right. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
Ready?
Young on 3rd down. That is caught. He's going to have the first down and then some. And he'll take this down to the 40-yard line. A big play there on a catch and run. 34 yards.
When they needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent. And and sometimes spectacular.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Young. He'll fire this complete to Hurst down the field. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They'll run with Sanders. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Miles Sanders on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Panthers have moved out in front. Extra point attempt here still to come. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to see all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Out of the gun to give to Pollard. And down he'll go at the 25. 65 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
Naturally so. The defense was keyed in on everyone but the back on that play, and it took them an extra second to react when he got the carry. It's still a tough 3rd down to pick up here, but a lot more manageable after an excellent carry on 2nd down.
3rd and 12.
Panther 11, Panther 11.
Back to throw Dobbs. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Brandon Smith picks it off. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach on the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and punt the football.
Following the interception, Young. He's got Mingo. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They get 17 down to the 17, and it's a first down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. On play action, Young. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. DJ Chark from 17 yards out. And the Panthers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead now up to 14. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now Dobbs. That ball nearly intercepted. The rookie had his hands on it but couldn't pull it in.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hoping they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Throwing here, Dobbs. And that's complete to Cooks. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of first. Now a timeout called for by the defense, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. Found good room to run there. Returns it 14 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
11 yards and a Panther first down.
Well, he was a busy man on the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
Young now from the 50. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. 2nd down coming up.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up. Converged on his man and broke the play up.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And off the crossbar, no good. A sensational effort from that distance, but rejected by the bar. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. We'll get a pause here. There appears to be a Panther who is shaken up on that last play. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And right out of the gate, they face what you think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. first down, and it's Pollard again. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. 94 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
And now you have to wonder, partner, at what point in time do they forget the running game? It's been a struggle so far in this one. I would think they'd have to start throwing it a little bit more.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. They toss it down to Pollard. He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Dobbs to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. Now Dobbs. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. If that pickup goes for 25, what a flip of the script from 4th down to 1st.
We always hear about guys wanting to make plays that quiet a crowd.
Yeah.
After that one.
Here in the 3rd quarter, they were hoping to get the stop, get the football back. Not the case.
What a completion on a 4th down play.
19 Tiger.
It'll be a handoff to Pollard. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
1st down marker at the 5. It's 2nd and goal. Now a give here to Pollard. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So a decent deficit at this stage in the second half. 4-down territory?
No doubt about it. There's not a chance that he hasn't looked ahead and said, okay, if we gain yardage on this play, this is what we'll do going forward. If we lose yardage, this is the play call that I'll have ready.
Pollard is in. Touchdown, Dallas. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Oh, how about this? No good. Just his 2nd miss of the year. And our score will stay right where it is. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. Bird will not bring this out, and the drive will begin at the 25. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. But I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
2nd and 10 now, 3rd quarter from Charlotte. Young to throw it. It's caught by Sanders. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Third and 8. Young working out of the gun. Open man is Mingo, complete. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. Here's Johnny Hecker now as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. That'll be a 43-yard punt, but a net of just 33 following a 10-yard return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Just a little too lackadaisical, Charles, and they didn't get up and snap the ball in time. Delay of game.
Yeah, and I'm not sure if he understood where the clock was located. In different stadiums, it's in different places. You have to check that in pregame and make sure you're aware so you don't run into penalties like these.
19 tight, 19 tight. Check. Ready.
To throw is Dobbs. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. They set themselves behind the chains, trying to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
Ready?
It's Young off play action. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. When that ball popped free, we could hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone of the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on it.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback.
Ready?
The play fake. Now Young. Flush to his right. And he's going to go down again. Damone Clark able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Like how they've started the 3rd quarter here. They force a punt on the first drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their 2nd win coming out of the locker room. Here is 3rd and quite a ways. Here's Young from the shotgun. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing fourth down.
On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. This is taken at the 23. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 49-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
At the 41-yard line.
In need of only about the length of the football here on second down.
18 Rattler, 18 Rattler.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard.
Panther 11, Panther 11.
They'll run. Here's Pollard. Fights out the defender. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 132 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Open man right side, it's Lamb. Touchdown, Cowboys! CeeDee Lamb. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Cowboys have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the fourth. So part 1 of what they needed is done. They get in the end zone. Now you have to imagine we'll see a try for 2.
And that's what the book says, but defensively, they can't hang their head right here. They've still got a chance to come out with the lead if they make a play.
Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion.
Warriors 70.
They'll try and throw for it. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Okay, break.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a 1-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. A give running left. It's Sanders. That one a first down pickup of 8. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
19 yards there on the catch and run.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football.
Here we go.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Young. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Young off the play fake. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Credit the sack to Leighton Vander Esch.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Young now. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
The offense on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. They go play action. Young. And that's incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field, it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through, and it will push the lead up to 5. So they get to 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now, because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Working free to drop him for the sack there was Amari Barno.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down.
Hey, Trash.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Come on, come on. Hey.
So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14.
Rig alert, rig alert. Hey.
Here's Pollard. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 146 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
Trying to run forward with Pollard. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Here we go.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Cowboy 80. Flat, flat. Ready.
They'll run forward with Pollard, and he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. So he needed 1. He ended up getting 3.
And I really like the way he ran that one, too. That's really intelligent running because oftentimes a running back could get too greedy. Try and hit the home run on a play where you just need a few yards. Well done there, making sure he got the first down and not worrying about trying to get a touchdown.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. The run defense, they have been porous at times today, but not that last go-around.
No, they really tightened it up, didn't they? They finally got themselves a win because all game long we've seen them get gashed. This time they played their responsibilities, played their keys, and made a nice stop.
Here comes 2nd down. Dobbs now on 2nd down. He gets it to Cooks.
Short gain last 2 plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely. This defense are saying go right ahead with those. Well, this crowd doing their best to make a lot of racket. It's 3rd and 5. There again is Cooks, complete. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line.
Oh, I know it goes against the grain here. It totally goes against it, but you've got to drop the ball in that situation. He makes a catch, but he loses yards and doesn't get out of bounds.
Well, the defense circling now. 4th down and 7. Dobbs. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. Huge first down, gotta hurry.
Yeah, now they have to get up there, get set, and then spike it.
2 timeouts still available in this final minute. It's 1st and 10 now. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
And remember, field goal does them no good in this situation.
You got to think they should be taking some shots for the end zone soon. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. There have been quite a few plays they might look back on and say, we really have hurt ourselves, and that was another example.
And this is late game execution. Everything on the line, so it all has to come together properly. The throw is made. Where's the catch? Got to catch in that spot.
Now Dobbs. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. What a great sequence by this defense so far. They've given him nowhere to go with the football.
And they just have to make it stand up one more time because it appears that they've got their number. Can they not have a slip up here and allow the touchdown?
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down.
Check back. Check 50.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Looking downfield for Pollard. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. Little clock management 101.
Now Young. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Let's go.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10.
Ready?
Here's Young. He'll air one out deep from Mingo. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very